So we're finally back home. For those who watched last week's video, I traveled down to southern Ontario to find the town I'm going to move to. Initially, it was Leamington. Some things went haywire there, and then last minute plan, we went to Kingsville and Amherstburg for the day, checked those out, and then up to Windsor. Hell. So I just want to sum up the entire trip and talk about where I'm moving next. So really, I'm just looking for a warmer place in Canada. Even though it sounds like an oxymoron, it is noticeably warmer there. And everyone we talked to, because we kept talking to like the perfect Uber drivers that knew everything about the area. So we got so much information. And most people say like, I think I shoveled snow 2 or 3 times last year. So like it just doesn't stick. It's always like 5 degrees warmer than Toronto. So yeah, okay, it's warmer. It's still cold as hell. Satan's hell. So first, let's just address Leamington. I know y'all think I'm racist because I said like, wow, there's a lot of Mexicans here. You don't know it until you see it and feel it. It's not just like a Mexican Canadian coming up, hey, how's it going, man? I'm from Mexico. Do you want my tortillas? That wasn't racist. So it's not that. It's migrant workers who don't speak any English, and they come over in large groups and they look at you and they're talking and laughing at you, and you don't know if they're saying something friendly like, wow, nice mohawk, cool, how'd you do that? Or like, let's take his stuff soon. I don't know, they don't seem to cause problems. Nobody has a problem with them. It's just, there's a lot of them and it overwhelms the city. And I already feel overwhelmed in Toronto as a minority, but it's a fascinating little thing in that city where like they're so far south that they have like so many greenhouses surrounding the city to grow weed and tomatoes. And so they bring in thousands of migrant Mexican workers, and then those workers live there for like 10 months of the year, and then they flood the cities. It was all the time. It wasn't just Friday nights. On the other hand, it's a noble thing that they do. On the positive side, like just picture this. Mexican man at home. He thinks, oh, I could go to Canada and make way more money. I'll go there, and they work extremely hard hour, like 16-hour days, I'm hearing, in these hot greenhouses. So they're coming and they're sending money back to their families, and it's hard for them. Like they're separated from their loved ones and their babies, their little Mexican babies. And so like they gather in groups because they have their friends with them, and then it's like large amounts of friends, and whenever one goes into a store, the 9 of them wait outside. So it's always like, it's freaky. So like Leamington just didn't feel like, yeah, let's move here, man, this is gonna be great. So like we switched on over to Kingsville last minute. Let me just say, I felt it immediately and my dreams were crushed. I was dreaming of Leamington for years. Like we're talking decade, that I'm like, one day I think I might move down there, and I finally get to see it, and I'm just like, oh God, this is the worst. And so the second day at night, I'm just like crushed. I'm depressed. I'm like, I don't know, man, like we got 2 more days of this, and like clearly we don't want to live here. Where else now? Like we've been looking for towns for so long, and now it's like back to the drawing board. Like this was it. There's no really other options. Everywhere else is cold. And so we're just talking about all that, me and Cynthia, and I just said, unless we just kibosh this whole Airbnb at Leamington and go explore Kingsville, and like maybe that's a little better, and there's a couple other towns, we're just brainstorming at like 11 p.m. at night, and I'm just, okay, yeah, all right, I'll message the guy, see if we can get a refund. He did refund 1 of the 2 days. That's good enough. Thank you, my friend. Great place. And so we're just devising this plan to where we would travel to Kingsville the next day, and Amherstburg, and then Windsor, and then stay in Windsor because that's where our train is gonna be. We have to double up on the train. Our train was supposed to start in Chatham, but we had to get an extra stop. So like we devised this whole plan, and we're like, okay, it's doable, it's gonna be hard. We got all our stuff with us. How are we gonna explore much? I don't know. It's worth it though, because we have 2 days down here, and if we don't do this now, we're gonna have to book another trip someday. And it's like, let's just see as much as we can while we're here. It was a good plan. So we get to Kingsville and immediately it finally feels like a small town in southern Ontario. It's like, this is cool. These old, like the downtown is just one street. There's not a whole heck of a lot on it, but it was just these old style buildings, and it just felt like I was just spotting white person, whitey, over there, everybody's white and happy. I'm not racist, trust me. So we're feeling part of our tribe. Everyone's smiling. People are like smiling from across the street. That's how friendly they are. Like in Toronto, no one ever makes eye contact. If they do, they hate you for it, and they scowl and they move. The odd person waves to catch a cab to escape you, but it just felt so much better, and we were both feeling it. And so Cynthia stops in a cafe and I go to explore the grocery store just to learn, see if they have organic stuff. And when I get back, she's telling me like, these people are so friendly. She's just people watching on the street, and she saw 3 people with like these freedom signs, like mandate freedom. Y'all know what happened 5 years ago or so. It's like, okay, we have some people, and everyone down there voted conservative. It's a very blue zone. So we spent a few hours there and we were like, this is cool. Like, we could totally live here. We learned enough about the town. There was some, like, Cynthia saw this poster of these women entrepreneurs who started businesses there, and they all support each other, and she wants to start her acupuncture clinic there. So it's like signs are just thrown at us. Like, we just felt spunked to be alive in that town. It was singing songs to us, the speaker, relaxing music. I was like, man. So keeping all that in mind about Kingsville, we took another Uber to Amherstburg. This is a different town, same basic area, but it's up near the river instead of the lake. And it's more of a historical town, smaller even, friendlier. And so we're talking with the Uber guy. He knew everything. He lived in all of these areas and he drove all around all the time, and he's just giving us all these details about the weather and the people. And yeah, Leamington, it's a lot more families in Kingsville because there's better schools, and then Leamington's it's cheaper than Kingsville, but more going on there, and a lot of people making tacos for some reason. And then Amherstburg is like, yeah, smaller, way like friendlier, even safer, safest town in the world. And so when we got to Amherstburg, it felt different than Kingsville. It wasn't the same spunk that we had. It was like very cool to look at, very pretty buildings, and then the riverside with the parks, and there was a lot of old people there. Everyone was old, pretty much. It was a much older town, whereas Kingsville was all like actually people our age with kids, more little friends, little families, little friends. That's what my kid, yeah, this is my friend, your son. Amherstburg, it had its moments, and like we're talking to people, everyone just stopped us to talk to us. They were like, hey, where are you going? We had our luggage and like, you moving here? And just everyone's so friendly. And that guy left his bike unlocked to go into the grocery store. Sure, it got stolen. Yeah, that's fine. But no, it didn't. Like, everything's safe there. We talked to this art gallery owner and the mayor. We're talking, he's like, you thinking of moving here? I was like, yeah, do you guys live here? He's like, yeah, I'm the mayor. And it's like, how do you just run into the mayor? I don't know, but they seemed friendly, and his wife was like trying to help Cynthia start her clinic already. He was like, yeah, we want to start the clinic. Yeah, well, there's not a lot of storefronts, but you come to us and we'll help you out. It's like, they want that, they need that. And I feel like she would have more success in that town because it's all old people, and she just healed the whole town up. And then we decided to go into the depths of Satan's Lounge for some reason. Last step was to go to LaSalle, Windsor. It's supposed to be the high-end area of Windsor. And as soon as we got there, it felt like Mississauga hell. It was just like strip malls and like gross. It was not like a cute downtown where people are friendly. It was just big stores, and he was dropping us off and we were just like, no. And I told Cindy, as we're getting out, trying to get our luggage out of the trunk, I was like, do you want to just stay with him and leave here immediately? She's like, yeah, you too. Like, we're just like, no. And so we drive to our downtown Windsor Airbnb in Sandwich Town, a little off of Sandwich, and it's just the heaviness of that town. I was like, oh my God, this is worse, 10 times worse than Toronto energy. You would not believe the hardship of that town. We just go and feel it immediately, and you can tell, like, wow, something's off here. We were going for long walks on this street, Felix Avenue. Go look at it on Google Maps. It was house after house boarded up. Schools, we saw at least 3 giant schools closed down with broken windows. Like, we're talking high schools, giant things, like 3 of them in separate areas, all in the Sandwich region. I was like, what the hell happened to Windsor here? Like, everything is shutting down and escaping and running for their lives. Like, it's a very historical street, Sandwich. Like, there's all this, we went on a history walk. There was all this, like, stuff, oh, this is this house, and all these settlers came in from Detroit, and there's all these stories, but it was run down hell. Cynthia called it Detroit energy. Something's off with it. So I don't know, man. And the riverside is all near these like industrial plants, and it just smelled like garbage and chemicals, some type of sewer. Sometimes it was fresh, and then other times you get this huge whiff of garbage, and it was very windy, so it just changed all the time. Like, okay, it's fresh. Oh God, what is that? It was terrible smells. God, Windsor, we had 2 days in that place, and we're so happy to escape it. It was not good, so we saw some places on the way out of Windsor. Bell River looked okay. So what did we learn from all that whole trip? Leamington, obviously, we know, no thank you. Kingsville versus Amherstburg really is the debate I'm having, and we're both having. Honestly, we could be happy in either. Here's the pros and cons. Kingsville, we just felt it. Younger town, hip, just friendly. There was less organic food there. There was 2 grocery stores. I don't know, my diet would start being very limited. It's like 1 variety of apples. I don't know, I could probably survive, but it might be rough in the winter months. And then summer, there's all these farms everywhere. I'd be like scooter out to get some cantaloupes fresh from a farm or something and growing my own. So like Kingsville had its place. The lake, most of it is just like covered by houses. You have no access to the lake. So you have to like go out and find these little pockets of beach. And there are some, but it's not like the whole beach side or anything, but there is a lake, and that's nice. Amherstburg was just a much older demographic, but they had seemingly more organic shops on the outskirts, just Googling like Jack's Organics out here, and a couple interesting shops, but the one no frills was way worse. There's a Sobeys that I never got to check. I'm gonna have to call them later on to find out. I don't know, man, but like older people, but cooler town. No lake, but a river, no garbage smell coming from the river. It was just the Illuminati Island on the other side, so that's okay. A lot of secrets in that town, probably some arson, fires if you upset your neighbors. They resort to fire there, but safe. Other than that, very safe. Like, just imagine going somewhere and you just leave your scooter. I would still lock it out of paranoia, but a friendly town, both good, both similar weather. One is closer to Windsor if you ever want to travel, because we're going to have to take trains to Ottawa and do all this stuff, and you're not flying, so that would be a much shorter trip to Windsor. That's a benefit. It's a little cheaper in Amherstburg, way cheaper. I've seen some 2-bedroom houses for like $1,300 a month. That's crazy. In here, it would be $2,900 minimum. And Kingsville, I saw one for $2,200. Okay, but now feels like a time for this move. I've been talking about this for years, and for whatever reason, we feel like we're in this waiting zone to wait for the world to change, and we're like, we can't wait for everyone else to like, okay, everything's gonna be Nasara Jasara, the Great Awakening happened. Okay, now we can move. Like, let's just go to where we'd be happy now. And so we're just like sitting with it right now, and we're leaning Kingsville, but I could totally see Amherstburg. Both great. So like, we could see in a couple months. We're just debating. We have to have a couple talks with some people, and then I might give my notice here next month, maybe. And then we're moving to a small town, and it's gonna be very different for me. It's very different. Like, I sell a lot of camera gear. That's gonna be very hard in a small town. Who's gonna buy it? Like, there's not a lot of photographers. So in Toronto, I review stuff and then sell it off immediately, and it's a huge source of my income. It's gonna be very different where it's like, okay, don't have that. I'm not gonna be doing like slow-mo street creeptography where I'm filming people downtown in Toronto, because you blend in downtown here, but there, I was standing out just holding a camera while people were like, oh my God, a vlogger. And the mohawk, that doesn't help. So it's like, it's gonna be a completely different life. And Cynthia's not gonna be working, so it's all me with less money, most likely. We gotta ramp things up, law of attraction style, hip hop album. It'll work, but I'll keep you updated. Kingsville or Amherstburg, couldn't go wrong with either. Leaning Kingsville for now. Let me know if you've been to either of those and your thoughts, or did we miss a town? I feel like Amherstburg has more nature on the outskirts. If you go south, there's all this nature reserves, and Kingsville's surrounded more by farms. I don't know that I get my forest hikes there, but whatever, you can't go wrong with that warmer weather and the sky, just the brightness. I'll never forget that. Just something about the world above us. In Leamington, the sun being closer, and Kingsville and Amherstburg, we felt it all over there. Even in Windsor, even though depressing Windsor, at least they had a nice sun. Didn't help the people there, but whatever. So that's what we did last week. Thanks for coming along and thumbing up the video. Let me know where I should move. Don't thumb it down. Don't do this. We all know why you're doing it. It's because you moved recently to the Yukon territories. It's cold. Bananas are $12 a pound. You have to subsist on seal blubber there. You can't just club a baby seal and feel okay with yourself. Why are you moving there? Sure, houses are cheap because they blow over in the snowstorms. They don't even last. You have to ice fish. You're stupid. I'll leave now. Thank you for the Bitcoin donations. I need it for the move. Subscribe for me. That's it.